The Dance of Tradition. Ravi and Neela sat on the grass under the shade of a big mango tree after school, enjoying the cool breeze. It was their favorite spot to talk about everything: life, school, and sometimes even the things that made them curious. "Hey Neela, remember the dance show we saw last week?" Ravi asked, leaning back on his hands and looking up at the sky. "Of course, how could I forget? The dancers were amazing." Neela's eyes lit up. The way they moved, it was like they were floating. I loved the colorful costumes too. "Yeah, that was traditional Sri Lankan dancing," Ravi said with a smile. "It's been around for centuries. My grandfather used to talk about it all the time." Neela turned to him, curious. "Really? I've always liked Kandyan dancing, but I don't know much about it. Especially the Uddarata West dance. What's so special about it?" "Oh, Uddarata West is the most traditional form of Kandyan dance," Ravi explained. "It comes from the hill country, the Uddarata. This dance was originally performed only in temples as an offering to the gods." "Wow, I didn't know that," Neela said, amazed. "The costumes are so elaborate. The headpiece, the jewelry, they look so royal." "Exactly. The headdress is called the V's, and it's sacred. You can't just wear it," Ravi said, his voice full of excitement. "Dancers have to train for years and go through a special ceremony before they're allowed to wear the ves." Neela raised her eyebrows. "A ceremony? That sounds serious." "It is. It's called the Ves Mangalya," Ravi explained. "It's like a graduation for dancers. Once they've learned all the moves and perfected the technique, they're finally allowed to wear the full costume." "That's incredible," Neela said. "No wonder the dancers look so graceful. Every movement seems so meaningful." "Yeah, each step, each hand gesture has meaning. It's like telling a story without words," Ravi said. "The dancers are not just performing for people, they're also honoring the gods. It's a spiritual practice as much as it is an art." "And the drums," Neela added. "I love the sound of the drums. They were so powerful I could feel the beats in my chest." Ravi grinned. "That's the Geta Baraya. It's the main drum used in Kandyan dance. The drummers are just as important as the dancers because they set the rhythm. The dancers and drummers communicate through the music." "Wow, I didn't realize how much tradition and meaning were behind the dance," Neela said thoughtfully. "It's like they're carrying history with every step." "Exactly," Ravi agreed. "And Uddarata West dance is one of the oldest forms, so it's like a window into the past." Neela smiled. "Next time I watch a performance, I'm going to pay more attention to the details. It's like understanding a whole new language." Ravi nodded. "Yep, maybe one day we can even learn the dance ourselves." Neela laughed. "That would be amazing, but I think it would take me years to get as graceful as those dancers." Ravi laughed too. "We'll need a lot of practice, but imagine one day we could wear the V's and perform for a crowd." As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the village, Ravi and Neela continued to talk, their imaginations dancing with the stories and traditions of their land.